Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, you folks, sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now, where I go over there, try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. If you watch my review about the cheesy jalapeno bacon QPC from McDonald's, it's just too many words. That guy who was like around my property, I'm pretty sure he's one of those guys who just goes over there and like throws shit into the water to like kill off mosquito populations. Because at the time I wasn't sure who he was. I thought he was just like some guy like testing stuff for the city. But then I saw him going around with that shit and I was like, okay. And that's fair enough, man. Mosquitoes have been fucking terrible this year. Terrible this year. I mean, real bad. I'm pretty okay because, like, I got so chewed up when I was a kid, it really doesn't bother me all that much, but, like, still, I don't want to get bitten by that shit. Anyway, it's super simple format, folks. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items. I'm going to yammer on about them for a bit. While I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. While I'm inside my truck, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Oh! This is my Enoch shirt, which I've worn on numerous reviews at this point. I like the band Enoch quite a bit. I became aware of them about a year ago. Super excellent guys. I got to see them perform several months back now on, I think, like a fucking Wednesday or some shit of all things. It was just, it wasn't a bad venue, but like it's one of those venues where it's like they have a small stage and then they have a big stage. And for whatever reason, man, they don't seem to use their big stage unless it's like DJ stuff now. It bums me the fuck out because it's like, man, like I've seen some really good shows there over the years, and now, but it's like whenever it seems like it's an actual band, it's like, oh, we got to put them on the small stage downstairs, and it's like, no, dude, come on, fucking open up the top. Nobody, no offense to DJs, I think DJs are cool in their own right, but like, come the fuck on, Anyway, they're really good. I have some videos of their performance on this channel, plus a whole bunch of other music stuff. Aside from doing the food reviews and stuff. Anyway, what am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, it's a sub sandwich review. Well, with it being a sub sandwich review, I have to explain a few things. Number one, I've been on sub sandwich adventures for over half a year now, for sure. I started out just doing like the chain locations, your Subways, your Jersey Mike's, etc. I eventually moved on to like local delis, then eventually into even like gas station subs. I've just been doing it, folks. Why sub sandwiches? Because I reviewed some stuff for Jersey Mike's and people responded to it, and I was like, cool, I'll make this a thing. Plus, I like sub sandwiches, so it worked. Number two, I have an entire playlist called Subs for Subs, which is just my sub sandwich adventures. Every sub that I've gone to is on that list. Very final thing, Sunday is sub day, folks, okay? Every Sunday, that is when I upload my sub sandwich reviews. Usually I upload a couple of them, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less. But there's always going to be a sub sandwich review on Sunday, at least as long as I'm doing this particular run of stuff. I may eventually run out of sub sandwiches one day. It's not fucking likely. So, if you are interested in my sub sandwich reviews, wait till Sunday. You'll get another one. It's kind of like Jesus. Just, the Sunday thing, it's good. I'm not saying I'm Jesus. I'm just saying there's a timeline correlation there. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm not trying to be sacrilegious. Just say, maybe you go over there, maybe you go to, your place of worship, you do your thing, what have you, and then maybe on the ride home, you go over there, you watch a sub sandwich review, because it's going to be there for you. What sub sandwich am I reviewing for you today, folks? Boom, it's from Subway. I just got through reviewing their Grand Slam ham sub sandwich, which is part of their new Deli Heroes lineup. This is also off that lineup. This is their garlic roast beef sub, which consists of roast beef, of course, 2 times the provolone, lettuce, tomato, onions, and garlic aioli. So it's almost the exact same thing as the Grand Slam ham sub, except it's roast beef instead of ham, and instead of mayo, they use garlic aioli. There you go. And because people have asked me to go over there and bring up the price, the Grand Slam ham was only $7.49. The fucking garlic roast beef sub for a 6-inch was $8.89, so over $1 more. Now, I love me some roast beef, folks. You know I love some roast beef. this had better be fucking worth it. Because if it costs me more and it sucks and it's a roast beef, that's fucking sacrilegious. But let's take a look at, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, so right off the bat, I have beef. See that bread? That bread is not the bread I asked for. I asked for the fucking Italian urban cheese bread, which I got on my ham one, which I'll show you. That is the Italian herb one. That is clearly not. That bums me out, but okay. They must have misheard me or some shit or grabbed the wrong bread. Anyway, it's a sandwich. It looks like this. Can we get a better... I don't know. I'm not impressed by the visuals, especially because I'm not seeing a lot of roast beef. Also, they kind of burned it on top, which, I mean, they toasted it, but toasted and burned are two different things. All right, let's give it a go. Let's see how it is. It's nicely toasted, I'll say that. Bread's nice and crisp on the outside. Nice and soft on the inside. All I'm getting in terms of flavor is the garlic aioli and a little bit from the tomatoes. Yeah, this is pretty weak. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be anything spectacular. It's Subway. They're not spectacular, but I was hoping for better than this. Here's the thing. The things that I can taste decent enough. The garlic aioli is a nice flavor. It's got a nice little garlicky hit to it, but not overwhelming, which I appreciate. It's nice and creamy. I like that part of it. I like the tomato. I think the tomato's good. The lettuce is just fucking filler. The onion, you can taste a little bit. It kind of blends a little bit with the flavor of the garlic from the garlic aioli, so it kind of gives a little bit of a boost plus a little bit of a texture thing. Okay, you know what I'm not really tasting much of? The fucking roast beef, man. There's a lot of stuff and flavors, and they're all masking the roast beef, and that is the biggest goddamn shame of all. Yeah, man. I mean, you can taste it, to be fair. It's not completely blocked out. But it's like, one of the reasons why I love a roast beef sandwich or a roast beef sub is because it's a very simple thing. It's typically just roast beef, some cheese, maybe some mustard, maybe some mayo, depending on what you want. It's a simple thing. But the hinge point of it working so well is the roast beef. Because roast beef is delicious when you can taste it. With this, instead of being the highlight of this whole Deli Hero thing, it's like, it's supposed to be the fucking Batman of this hero lineup, right? It's supposed to be kicking ass and doing stuff, and, it's more popular than Superman. It's supposed to be doing that. Instead, it's like the elongated man of the fucking sandwich. If you get that reference, good on you, nerd credibility. It's just this, fourth string fucking ingredient in the sandwich that's supposed to be the best part of the sandwich. It's just, man, look, I try to give Subway a fair shake because it's like, I think that they have been putting in some effort lately. They've come out with a lot of new signature subs. It's like, I want to give them, the benefit of the doubt. When you're talking about a Deli Hero lineup, it's like, that got me a little bit excited because it's like, I love a deli sub, that's my jam right there. in both the instances where I've now had their deli subs, it's like they're just very meh. They're just fucking like, okay, I guess. And you can't do that. You can get away with that with some of your subs. Because you can cram them with, you can cover them with stuff and, it's, the flavor of the teriyaki, what the fuck. You can kind of get away with it. But not with deli stuff, man. Deli stuff, the deli meat has to be the goddamn hero of the whole thing. You fuck that up, it doesn't work. This is a sub that I should really like because I love roast beef. And instead, it's just mostly just a garlic aioli tasting thing with some decent bread and tomatoes. Frazzle. Anyway, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Fuck no. I mean, like I said, I've been trying to give a fair shake to Subway. I've been doing more reviews from them. They've been on a little bit of a decent run for me. I tried some subs from there that I was like, okay, these are good. They're not great, but they're good. These are just weak. They're just weak, and they totally missed the point of what they were trying to do. Like I said, I think they had a good idea. They just fucking executed it the Subway way of executing things, which is they fucking cheaped out, and it just doesn't taste all that fantastic. It's not bad, it doesn't taste horrible, but it's just, you miss the fucking point. So, and as for recommending it to anybody, nah, dude. Just get a roast beef sub from an actual roast beef place. I have to go back to Jimmy John's because they're like one of the only places I haven't really done like some real, to be fair, I've been keeping an eye on stuff. I've been waiting for something to interest me. But I really do need to go through. I think one of the things I'm going to try, if they have it available, I would imagine they do, is a roast beef sub from them, just to get a comparison versus Subway. Because right now, they're like the lower tier of this whole thing, along with Subway. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest week, monumental, much stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there, episodes of truly roast beef-tastic rest of your life, but like an actual roast beef, not this bullshit. Man. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, are not always the easiest thing to do, not being an asshole, okay? Even in a world where we have delicious orange Fanta to go over there and drink. Which, by the way, this was created for the Nazis. Just in case you were fucking wondering. It's a real thing. Go look it up. But orange soda being created for, fruit sodas being created for the Nazis aside, it's important when we run into situations that are frustrating, stressful, etc. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully you do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go out and get an actual roast beef sandwich. I mean, unless you're not into roast beef, or maybe you're vegetarian or vegan, what have you. I'm trying to be respectful of everybody. If you're not, if it's not your jam, that's fine. But if you do, if you know the delicious glory of a roast beef sandwich, I want you to go out and I want you to get a proper roast beef. Not from Subway. Go to a deli, go to, like a proper sub place, even like one of the chains, Jersey Mike's or Potbelly, if they're more of an Illinois thing. There's a lot of them. You know what I'm talking about. Go out and do it. Do it for your good buddy Brandon. And then once you're done, go over there and fucking hit me up in the comments and be like, Brandon, I got a roast beef sandwich because of you and it was delicious and this is where I got it from. Let's support the roast beef sandwich. That's all I'm saying. Or conversely, I mean, you could do that or you could not. If you don't want to do that, that's perfectly fine too. Let's have a good rest of your day. Bye.